So guys, I want to go over this trade right here. I made $3,000 off of this trade. I entered with 3 minis, and this was all traded live in the Discord. A little bit more info on that at the end. So here we can see that there is Gex 2, right? But there is absorption. You can see that there's clearly absorption. But before we look at the absorption, we want to have context, right? So I was bearish leaning in the day because obviously we've been in a huge downtrend, and we can see that there is just lower prices that for me I was interested in. We had reached my maximum point, and if we would have wanted longs, then around the same area I would have wanted to see longs, and I'm going to show you what I mean by that. The way that I was getting my areas today was through GexBot. We were seeing that at the major long gamma we completely stalled. That's what made me want to take this short, mainly at this small little node of major long gamma. That's when we completely stopped. So if you had a 10-point stop there, you were good. I saw some absorption after this, and then I wanted to take this short. Now, yes, the skew is bullish, but it doesn't really matter because exactly here we can start to see a little bit more consolidation, right? So if we were to have taken this and played price out, let's go ahead and do 100x. We continue lower. We see that price is developing. We retest this major long gamma, right? And we are disrespecting it. We're disrespecting it, or we're respecting it, and we're disrespecting our major short gamma. I mean, to be honest, we can basically completely ignore major short gamma because it's not going to help us that much in what we're looking for. We're looking mainly at major long gamma nodes, right? So we reach down to our second target. You could have gotten along here. You see that it's already playing. Our second target gets tapped again. Gets a little bit lower, taps this second major long gamma. From there, you could have taken a long, and then we just consolidate from these 2 points. From here, again, it's seeing how price moves out of these levels. If there was absorption, then yeah, this is a solid long. And then you could take this back up to major long gamma. This is something that I didn't take. I was done after the first short. This would have been either a break even, or you could have trailed your stop. But there's again another setup, major long gamma. There's even more major long gammas that's developing down here. Now our skew is bullish, so that's why you wouldn't hold the position extremely long for a bearish setup. So these longs make sense. And then here it's finally starting to play out, and we are about to reach our target. But I mean, we all know that it did just consolidate today. So let's continue. From here, we see that once we tap that point, we're getting a lot of absorption, right? On the 500 volume, we're getting absorption. On the 1 minute time frame, we're getting absorption. How can we tell that this is absorption? Simply enough, we have buyers that are not willing to continue higher, right? They're getting absorbed. The sellers are a lot more convincing to price than the buyers could be in this scenario. Not only that, we're at an area where it makes sense to go lower, right? So we're at the Gex 2. It makes complete sense to take that back down to either the value area high or whatever it is that I was targeting. I think I was just targeting, I'm not sure exactly what it was at this point. I think it was the EMA. And it worked for my scalp. But yeah, the whole Discord 8, it's kind of like a short bias today, but yeah, I mean, we entered to this zone. On the larger time frame, we can also see that we're in our OTE, right? So that is going to give us the delivery that we need to go lower too. So yeah, I mean, pretty simple day today. Very, very choppy. But if you got in that market open, this was the cleanest trade you could have taken. Yeah. Peace. Use my code on Lucid and stuff. And if you guys want to watch me trade live, the link will be in the description.